What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today on an Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to you guys. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Hope y'all having a great day. Be sure to hit that like button right now. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I do post a ton of great sports videos pretty much almost every single day. So get into it, guys. I want to talk a little bit of NBA. I just got done watching the Celtics versus, by the way, Go to State Warriors. Y'all already know what it is. But getting back to what I was saying, I just got done watching the Pacers versus Celtics game. Pacers got swept by the Celtics, and their season is officially over.
We here. Indiana sucks. Easy.
But Indiana did have a great season, I give props to them, Losing Victor Oladipoless was tough for them midway through the season. They weren't going to make a great tournament run without him, in the playoffs, things like that. So, they had a great, successful season either way. But getting back to the Celtics, listen, this is definitely a championship team to me. I understand that they're going to have to go on the road pretty much throughout the rest of the playoffs, whether it be if they somehow get to the finals, if they, the next round versus Milwaukee, or Toronto or Philadelphia if they advance. I understand they're going to have to go on the road, but to me, honestly, I think the Celtics should be the favorites to win the East at this point. Couple reasons why. One, they have one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in the Eastern Conference. I understand Mike Budenholzer is a great coach in Milwaukee, over at Milwaukee. But I think that Brad Stevens is a great coach. And listen, this team was projected to be one of the best teams, probably the number one seed. But they had some, chemistry issues early on, with Gordon Hayward in and out the lineup. He's coming off the bench now. I think he's finally starting to find his rhythm. Today he was in double figures today. I think he was in double figures pretty much in every game except game number 2 or 3, something like that. But he's been really flowing into the offense very well. He's an X factor coming off the bench. And today, the Celtics bench had almost 50 points scored. Okay, the Celtics are a very, very deep team. They're probably the deepest team in the Eastern Conference to me. I understand Milwaukee and Toronto are pretty deep too, but give me my money, give me the Celtics. Also, the Celtics defensively, they are top 5 defense to me. They are very, very good defensively. They have some very good defensive players. I think they're the best defensive team remaining in the playoffs, if I had to bet money. And also, the difference to me is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, listen, ultimately, the playoffs honestly come down to this. I understand coaching, ball movement, all that stuff, but, you look at the LeBron James of the world. You look at the Kevin Durant's of the world. Basically, who can make tough contested shots in the playoffs? And let me tell you something. The Durants of the world, the LeBrons of the world, the great players in the playoffs, those are the great players in the playoffs. They can make tough contested shots in the clutch. And Kyrie Irving is that man. Kyrie Irving absolutely was the difference in this series. He was closing game after game. He's the best closer in the entire league, okay, and in the Eastern Conference. And yes, I want the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Basically, if the game is close, I trust Kyrie Irving to get me buckets, okay? I trust him to make tough contested shots. They have the best closer in the league. And Kyrie Irving's the best point guard remaining in the playoffs. Let's be real. Do you trust Kyle Lowry over Kyrie Irving? I'm going to say no. That guy scored 0 points the other day, and he's not done anything in the playoffs, Do you trust Ben Simmons, who can't hit a jump shot to save his life, over Kyrie Irving? I don't. Do you trust Eric Bledsoe over Kyrie Irving in the playoffs? Excuse me, I don't, okay? Listen, they have the best point guard remaining. Listen, Kyrie Irving's the difference, okay? Yes, this Celtics team, listen, people are going to say, oh, it's the Pacers. They just swept the Pacers. The Pacers are not very good, man. Listen, I totally get that. And I thought the Celtics would win this series in about 5 games. But what's one thing you cannot do to a veteran team that has experience? They do not need to get confidence. And listen, this is the best thing that could have happened for the Celtics. The Celtics record versus teams that were over 500 and had winning records, during the regular season was absolutely terrible. So they needed to get this sweep. They needed to basically put their foot down on the gas and say, hey, we're the better team. Let's get out here in 4 games. They could not afford to have this push to 6. That would definitely push back their confidence. So in the Celtics, I get the more experienced team. They were 1 game away from the NBA playoffs last year. And if Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward played in that series versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, I firmly believe they would have went to the NBA Finals. They would have lost to Kevin Durant and them Golden State Warriors, but, they would have been in the finals last year. Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward were the difference. I understand. Listen, so basically to recap what I said, they have the best closer in the game to get them tough buckets and clutch situations in Kyrie Irving, he works in the playoffs. They have a great defensive team. They have a great elite coach, probably the best coach remaining. They're the deepest team remaining in the East, and they're the most experienced team. Okay, listen, those young guys, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, they all got that playoff experience last year. They were one game away from that taste of the NBA Finals. And, you know, they're starting to really flow now. Jason Tatum's really starting to come into his own. You know, I think he finally realizes his role, when he needs to take shots, when he does not need to take shots. Gordon Hayward is settled into his role. Do not count the Celtics out. The Celtics definitely are title contenders. And listen, like I said, I trust Kyrie Irving over Kyle Lowry. I trust him over, Ben Simmons, who can't hit a jump shot to save his life. And I trust him over Eric Bledsoe to get it done. I think that if the games are close, which they will be, I don't think the Celtics are getting blown out. They're too good of a team to mainly get blown out in a lot of these games. I think Kyrie Irving is who can take them to the promised land. Now, getting to Milwaukee, listen, I would not be shocked if Milwaukee wins that series versus the Celtics, okay? Now, this is not a preview of the game. I'm going to preview the series and things like that down the road, but will not be shocked if Milwaukee wins the series. Milwaukee is the best offensive team in the regular season. Behind the Golden State Warriors were second. Okay, so that says something about the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a great defense too. Giannis Antetokounmpo can impact the game both defensively and offensively. But getting back to what I said, in those clutch situations, can you really trust Giannis? I mean, the guy's only won one playoff series. I mean, to hit perimeter shots, can you trust him? No. If you're down 3, do you trust Giannis? No, because he can't shoot threes. So I do think that he's a little bit limited in the playoffs. Playoff basketball is all about hitting tough, contested perimeter shots. And who can do that best? It is Kyrie Irving. Look, I understand Giannis is probably the best player in the East right now, but Giannis, he's limited. You know, he cannot hit perimeter shots. He cannot hit tough three-pointers. You know, I honestly think, listen, the Milwaukee Bucks and Boston Celtics are on a collision course right now, okay? Listen, the Celtics, I'm not saying I'm picking the Celtics to win that series, but I might lean toward it, okay? The Celtics are going to be able to they're going to find a way to get Giannis Antetokounmpo off his spots. They're going to double team him occasionally. They're going to get him off his spots occasionally, and they're going to force him to potentially take some perimeter jump shots. I don't think that they're going to let Giannis Antetokounmpo bully them down low. And honestly, the Milwaukee Bucks, I look at the Brogdon injury, Malcolm Brogdon. If he comes back potentially for this next coming series versus the Celtics, I think the Bucks have a great chance. But I don't think they're going to go as far without him. He's a 15-point per game scorer. He shot over 50% on the year. He's a very, very key component to them. And the Celtics are a much deeper team than the Bucks. So I think that is a hole that they will have need to fill. I think, honestly, I might have to lean toward the Celtics to win the East. I had to see a little bit from them because they were so inconsistent through the regular season. But I think the Celtics are the deepest team. They're a hot team. They've gotten confidence off of a sweep. And man, oh man, the Milwaukee Bucks and Celtics are on a collision course. But I'm signing out now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment who you think, potentially can come out the East. Honestly, I think if the Celtics do make the finals, though, they probably won't win it, due to the fact that the Rockets and Warriors are just pretty good, I mean, that's going to be a great series, Rockets versus Warriors. So, we'll have to wait and see. Comment who you think is going to potentially make it out the East. Who's your finals, team? Who you think is going to make the finals? Who you think is going to win the finals? And just let me know. Comment if you disagree or you agree with me. Peace out. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, and I'm Ghost. And Happy Easter!